We're rolling into tomorrow's Thanksgiving Day slate, and personally, this is my favorite slate of the year. You got 3 games going on. You can make some DFS tournaments, some DFS rosters on this, and really just play the slate, watch all the games, and have some fun with it. In today's video, I'm going to give you 6 sneaky starts from these 3 games. They're not recommendations. These are just players that could surprise us in these 3 games. And really, this is an exercise I've been trying to do lately, to really think outside the box when we're looking at these matchups. But the first game we're going to look at is Buffalo at the Detroit Lions, 54.5 over under. And the player I want to roll with here as a sneaky start, and it's not really too sneaky, but Dawson Knox, tight end of the Buffalo Bills. 17 targets in his last 3 games, 80.3% route participation rate in his last 3 games, and he's averaging 9.7 points per game in that span. Detroit's allowing 25.33 passing yards per game, so you can pass on them a little bit. I can see this ending up being a higher scoring game. I also see Bills rolling in this game as well, so Dawson Knox could get some opportunities in the red zone, maybe a couple extra targets here and there. Not really a top tier option, but an option that could sneak away with a higher point total than expected. This one's a little bit juicier. This one's a little bit more sneaky compared to Knox, but I'm going to be looking at James Cook, running back for the Bills. 11 touches last week, 2 targets, 86 yards. He also had a 24.6% snap share. We're seeing a rise in his snap share over the last few weeks, a 23% or higher in 3 of his last 4 games. He's averaged 5 or more touches in his last 4 games, and the Lions are allowing 160 rushing yards per game as well. We might see him get some opportunity here. Maybe some daylight cracks open, gets a long run, gets a couple checkdowns. Maybe this could be his breakout game as well, considering this might be the right matchup for that. Going to the other game here, New York Giants at the Dallas Cowboys, a division rivalry. We got a 45.5 over under, and the ball doesn't spread around much between these 2 teams, making it really hard to find a sneaky start. But with Wan'Dale Robinson out of the picture here, let's look at Isaiah Hodgins, who has a 67% snap share, and Lawrence Cager, who has a 69% snap share over their last 2 games. They could see extra work with Wan'Dale out. Both wide receivers are sitting at 5 targets in their last 2 games. That could increase. We don't know. But one thing that could go in their favor is that Dallas ranks 3rd in the league against the pass, which means that there could be some targets funneled to the ancillary pass catchers, so that lends the notion that one of these guys could get a couple extra targets, and that's what we're leaning for as a sneaky start. On to the last game of the slate here. We got the New England Patriots at the Minnesota Vikings, 42.5 over under. Expect to be a lower scoring game, but remember, the unders have been hitting this year, so this might be a reaction to that. Also, New England's a slower paced team, but the Minnesota Vikings, you want to pay attention to them and how they push the Patriots. And with that being said, I'm looking at Taekwon Thornton, wide receiver of the New England Patriots here. He has a 49.3 route participation rate, 6 targets, 2nd highest on the team in the last 2 games with 72 air yards. This guy has been getting touches, opportunities. It's not bountiful, but it's enough to make us intrigued. Remember, Minnesota is 8th in the league with 25.4 seconds between plays, so they got a fast-paced offense. This could push the Patriots. They rank 29th with 248 passing yards allowed per game. They also rank 16th with 107 rushing yards allowed per game. So we got a small pass funnel here where New England might have to throw it a little bit, where the game script might push them to do this. The pace might also make Mac Jones a trendy start here. So if you're looking for a cheap DFS play this week, Mac Jones might be somebody to look at. Or if you're in a pinch and you need a quarterback off waivers, Mac Jones might be something to look at. But I don't recommend him as a start unless you're actually hurting, just like the rest of these players. But these are 6 sneaky starts that could exceed expectations on Thanksgiving. Good luck to you guys. Have a good Thanksgiving. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. I'm only going to help you out going forward. Sneaky starts, waiver wire ads, stashes, trade advice, and whatever else I can find for the channel. I want to thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the next video.